All right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. And today, unfortunately, I think I have some of the worst news I've potentially ever brought in the crypto world. And that's saying quite a bit. I actually don't even know where to begin today or even what to name this video. I'll have to think about it after the fact. It's probably going to be something pretty funny. But to begin with, in case you guys have been under a rock today, Terra Luna is absolutely tanking. One of the worst tankings I think I've ever seen. Again, that's saying quite a bit because I've been in crypto a long time. I think we all have, and we've all seen some pretty big 90% drops. And just starting with Terra USD, this is a stable coin, by the way. This is a stable coin. This is supposed to be at $1 all the time. And it's not. And we all know that stable coins, once in a while, they'll go to like 98 cents. They'll go to $1 depending on how much demand there is. Usually, if there's a lot of demand to go into Bitcoin in order to like sell, they'll like the price will go down. And if there's a lot of demand to buy in or to buy, to get out, it'll go up and down in price, et cetera, et cetera. But it has gone down to a whole 32 cents. And then it kind of went back up and then went down to 30 cents and has come back up to 61 cents. And Terra, the actual coin, was a month ago about $100 and went all the way down earlier today to 84 cents. So from $100 approximately, we're just going to go with the rounding, to 84 cents, and is now sitting at a hot $2.26. So if you were into Terra, unfortunately, I'm sorry. I know it's not very funny at the moment. Everything is gone at the moment. Hopefully it comes back. I was not into Terra at all. I have no Terra. I have never bought Terra, but it is completely gone at the moment. Basically, almost a 100% loss. It is only, excuse me, it is only at a 92% loss at the moment because it's not at 84 cents, but it was nearly at 100% loss, which is astonishing even for crypto. So as Terra's dollar stablecoin UST collapses, Luna falls 97% to under $1. And this is just the beginning of today, so stick around for this whole video because I know you guys will only end up watching like 7 or 8 minutes of my 20-minute videos. Trust me, you guys are going to want to stick around for this one because it's not so good. We had some comments on there. We're going to get rid of those ones. So in what will surely be a historic week in stablecoin history, Terra Luna's, the currency that backs its dollar peg stablecoin UST, has slid beneath $1 at the time of writing. Again, that's not too unusual, but to go down to 30 cents is not good at all. No, we haven't got our wires crossed. Terra Luna, the former market-leading digital currency, was worth just over $119 in April, is trading at 85 cents at the time of writing. I seen it at 84 cents on Coinbase just like an hour ago. It's no ordinary crash either. It's in free fall. Earlier today, Luna lost 32% of its value in the space of an hour. The news comes with while Terra's other flagship coin, UST, is trading under 40 cents. Terra entered the blockchain business to make smart, algorithmic stablecoins. Apparently not today. Stablecoins are often backed by real-world assets. In the case of Tether and Circle, this means cash and bonds, although Tether's fidelity to keeping adequate cash reserves has been questioned several times. We won't get into that one today. Stablecoins are supposed to be fungible with their real-world fiat counterparts. If you want a real dollar, you should be able to trade one UST for a greenback anywhere and at any time, wherever. Terra hoped to solve the transparency issues of other leading stablecoins by foregoing cash reserves and instead creating Luna. Luna is the wellspring of value for Terra's stablecoins. I guess they should have gone with Tether and just been completely shady. As for other digital dollar and Terra stablecoins, the equivalent is burned in Luna. The opposite is also true. Users could also swap one UST for $1 of Luna and burn that UST. Over the past 72 hours, though, the This mint burn mechanism fell apart. UST began its tailspin over the weekend, leading to Luna plummeting an initial 10%. And on Tuesday, a $1.5 billion loan from Terra-centric nonprofit organization called the Luna Foundation Guard failed to buoy the stablecoin, which has since bottomed out at 30 cents this morning. The event has been a catastrophic chapter in crypto history, and one that hasn't missed regulators either. So moving on from that, Terra founder Do Kwon shares plan to save the UST stablecoin. I don't like this idea. Do Kwon, CEO of Terraform Labs, has not accepted defeat after an 18-hour wait in which Terra's Luna and Terra USDT endured a face-ripping freefall. I like that wording. Kwon has announced what he hopes will be a rescue plan for the Terra community. Luna is down 90% in its all-time high, while the stablecoin UST is 75% below the dollar parity. In an attempt to save Terra, Kwon has planned several remedial measures to rescue the billions wiped off the total Terraform Labs market cap. In a nutshell, the decentralized stablecoin protocol UST has come up with a preliminary solution to its disastrous situation, where its peg to the United States dollar has broken. The process should reinforce the burning of UST, which so far has been ineffective in achieving dollar parity for the stablecoin. In the above tweet thread, Kwon suggested that his team will increase the base pool from 50 million to 100 million special drawing rights and decrease pool recovery block from 36 to 18. This will increase minting capacity from 293 million to around 1,200 million, or 1.2 billion. In essence, the team will mint 4 times more UST than usual. This sounds like inflation. It is. The process of creating value out of thin air has already coined a new crypto term called quantitative easing, spelled KWON, as in Do Kwon, for anybody that's just listening, or money printing. It's unclear why Kwon wrote 1,200 million rather than 1.2 billion. Some Twitter commenters suppose it's to lessen the blow and tone down scale of the problem. Adil Abduwali, head of portfolio manager for Securitized Capital, commented, "Unlike other stablecoins such as USDT coin and Tether, UST is an algorithmic stablecoin and is not backed by cash reserves. Comparatively, Circle ensures USDC, a stability with each USD coin backed by $1, highlighting the importance of choosing the right stablecoin." In spite of the potentially Sisyphean task ahead of the Terra team, Kwon continues to rally Terra's self-proclaimed lunatics and make noise in support of the Terraform ecosystem. So unfortunately, Do Kwon is effectively just going to print and print and print the way out of this, and that's just not going to work. So moving on from that, AVAX is in big trouble. Short positions are open. This is just getting worse and worse and worse. This might be one of the worst years for crypto. Or at least it's forming up to be one of the worst years for crypto. Hopefully not, but this is looking pretty grim, boys. AVAX is in big trouble. Short positions are open. So crypto asset Avalanche, or AVAX, is in big trouble. With the UST Luna situation, the Luna Foundation has emptied their BTC reserves to try and keep the peg. Their leftover reserves consist 75% of the crypto asset AVAX, as you can see below. They have a link. When they decide to empty their AVAX reserves, the price is sure to crash. The same magnitude of the related assets might be a good time to open up a leveraged position against AVAX and try to make a quick buck on the bear market. Have fun, not financial advice. Link to LFG reserves for your convenience. Excuse me, we got to find the right one here. So this is the LFG reserves, the Luna Foundation Guard reserves. So they are running low on that And you can see here they're just emptying them, something absolutely fierce, just boom, bombing out. Avalanche price is going down as well. This is just a $1, so you can barely tell. But if you start to pull this out more and more, you can really tell. So a short position might not be the worst bet on actually a lot of cryptos at this point. Again, that's not financial advice. I'm not the greatest fan of shorting and longing. The only reason I say that, I'm a bigger fan of that on stocks. The reason I say that is because with stocks, you can, if Apple comes out with a really terrible iPhone, start shorting. Blizzard had that fiasco with China and, and their esports situation a year or two ago. Start shorting, right? The Wall Street bets, they figured out, a good shorting situation, or that Wall Street was basically shorting GameStop, so they started longing it. Stocks you can kind of figure out a little bit more, whereas crypto, it just sort of puffs into existence, and you don't really know, but not really a bad idea at the moment. So yeah, AVAX is going to be in big trouble, and since they have a ton of AVAX, they're going to have to probably sell that pretty soon. Even more trouble at the moment here. Coinbase earnings were bad, and this is Fortune.com. Again, Fortune.com, the greatest winner of advertisements in history. They're just popping up all over the place. If you don't have an ad block on Fortune.com, you're just going to be boop, 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 boop. Worse still, the crypto exchange is now warning that bankruptcy could wipe out user funds. Oh, that's fun. Hidden away in Coinbase global disappointing first quarter earnings report, in which the U.S.'s largest cryptocurrency exchange reported a quarterly loss of $430 million and a 19% drop in monthly users, is an update on the risk of using Coinbase's service that may come as a surprise to its millions of users. So let me just stop here this article for just a moment and talk about Coinbase. So when let me just scale it back to 2017. When I started crypto YouTubing in 2017, people were signing up to my Coinbase link like crazy. They were just coming in. I would get several a day. So I was just getting all kinds of like little bits of Bitcoin signups all the time. I could open up my phone at pretty much any point in the day, and there'd be 2 or 3 signups in there, which was pretty nice. And it was just a little bit of income. Like, I didn't make like a ton of money doing that, but it was kind of nice, and people were signing up to it. And I thought it was a really great exchange. It was very safe. And I think even to this day, it's a very safe exchange. It's nice. And there are ways to get around their fees. It's not bad. However, what I want to say is that by approximately 2019, everybody stopped signing up to the link. I haven't had a Coinbase. I think I had one in like 2020, like randomly, like there was just like one sign up. I haven't had somebody sign up to Coinbase to one of my links in a long time. Like I think I even stopped putting it in my videos. I'm honestly not even sure if it's actually in. I actually use an auto fill mechanism on my there's basically this thing on YouTube where it just auto fills your description of your videos, and then I just sort of fill in a description of like whatever the current video is, and then the rest of the links are just an autofill sort of thing that just every video of mine has. And so I couldn't even actually tell you if there's a Coinbase link in there. There may or may not be. I don't even remember. But nobody signs up to it. And that's just sort of telling about how many people are actually logging into Coinbase and signing up to it. And then there was all that disastrous news about Coinbase over the past couple years. And then everyone I talk to and everyone I hear on my live streams and things like that, they just don't like Coinbase anymore. I still kind of like them. I think the fees are kind of reasonable, and there are ways to get around the fees and things like that. But for the most part, the sentiment around Coinbase is very poor. I think they come out with coins far too slowly. I think when they do come out with coins, they announce them in very poor ways, and then they go up in price well before they're announced. And then as soon as they're announced, they bomb in price as soon as they get on the platform. I think they go about it in very poor ways and very shady ways. When they actually have new listings, I think the listings are too slow. So yeah, they're not doing it correctly. I am going to agree with people on that. I think other exchanges list much faster, in much better ways. So they're not doing too well. So in the event that the crypto exchange goes bankrupt, Coinbase says its users might lose all the cryptocurrency stored in their accounts too, which I don't agree with. I think they should allow everybody to get out their crypto, which I think they would. I think like if that actually happened, if they would announce like, hey, you guys should withdraw, like, or they would be like, you have 90 days or you have 180 days to actually get your cryptocurrency off of your account before we actually go under. I think they would probably do that first. Coinbase said in its earnings report Tuesday that it holds $256 billion in both fiat currencies and cryptocurrencies on behalf of its customers. Yet the exchange noted that in the event it ever declared bankruptcy, the crypto assets we hold in custody on behalf of our customers could be subject to bankruptcy proceedings. Coinbase users would become general unsecured creditors, meaning they have no right to claim any specific property from the exchange in proceedings. Their funds would become inaccessible. That shouldn't happen. An individual's ownership of cryptocurrency is supposed to be immutable and absolute. That's one of the key selling points touted by blockchain evangelists everywhere. But when a user creates a Coinbase account, they often end up storing their cryptocurrency in a wallet controlled by Coinbase, which means the individual is giving away at least part of their control over their funds. And that, again, the article makes it sound like it's just Coinbase. That's not true. That's pretty much any exchange, because the exchange holds your keys. That is pretty much any exchange, except for, of course, a DEX or something like MetaMask, where you're controlling your keys, from afar. However, again, I just sort of want to reiterate that if an exchange is going under, they will likely give you 180 days or 90 days or 30 days or 60 days or some kind of timeline in which that you have to get your coins off. And if you were so neglectful that you waited a half a year or an entire year before you actually got your coins off the exchange, that they went under, yeah, you would probably lose it. Now, again, I don't think that that's a good thing at all. But again, you should probably be aware of your funds. But again, not a good year for cryptocurrency at all. Moving on here, BTC finally hit 100K, and I've actually brought up that picture just a second ago. BTC to UST. Now that is Luna, and Terra UST, and it hit 100K because it went down to like 30 cents. So instead of just $1, so it actually went up to 100,000. So where is that Terra USD? So this is actually UST here, Terra UST. And when it went down to something like 30 cents or 32 cents here, it actually went, I don't know what exchange this is. It might be Binance. It might be KuCoin. I'm not really quite sure here what exchange this is. But it actually hit 100,000. So congratulations, everybody! Your Bitcoin is finally $100,000. We can all celebrate. It's a great day, everybody. But the winner, the sheer winner of the day, everybody, is by far Maker. Let me just go to CoinMarketCap here and show you that Maker is by far the winner of the day. And you can see here that it exploded to nearly $2,000 in just the day. We were at $1,200, now $1,400. And even just the 7-day chart here, $1,000 a couple days back. And Maker's looking pretty good since everybody's moving on to that from Terra. But Maker's government token Maker spiked more than 30% overnight, and its stablecoin DAI also benefited from the continued meltdown of Terra's UST stablecoin, which slipped as low as 30 cents in the early hours of Wednesday morning. Maker currently trades for about $1,664 at the time of this writing, but it's not quite at the moment. A price increase of a little over 35% in the last 24 hours. Maker's token is used to govern MakerDAO, decentralized autonomous organization, yada, yada, yada. But Maker doing pretty good just because, hey, gotta go somewhere, right, boys? But terrible day for cryptocurrency. Once again, Bitcoin technically reached, I think, $29,000 again. Still higher than where we were a few years back. So again, I still say Bitcoin and Ethereum is your better bet for the long haul, the future. Some of these altcoins are always just a gamble, and they're not going to be here in a few years. Maybe some of these are going to be higher in the chart. Maybe some of these aren't even going to exist on the top 100 or top few hundred, in a couple years. But Bitcoin always going to be around. So even though we're faced with these massive red losses right now, a couple years from now, it's going to be a completely different story with Bitcoin and Ethereum in particular. But that's all I have for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And as usual, I'll see you guys next time.